And welcome back to Out of My Head on YouTube. I'm Colin, and this is the actual Out of My Head KMO. Because there's a few people in the comments who get confused and think KMO's stupid because I'm stupid. You notice that?
I have noticed that, something about the videos we do together brings in people who don't watch my videos normally, and they don't know what's what.
Probably doesn't help that I introduce the videos and end the videos, because it's my YouTube channel, clearly. I'm not a guest.
It's my day off. I'm going to get educated today about impeachment, because you know what? I hear about it every day, and it just goes one in one ear and out the other. Names of people that I hadn't heard of before and probably won't hear about again. And
Ukraine President Zelensky?
Who?
The Ukraine President Zelensky was the Jon Stewart of Ukraine until he suddenly got, I think it was a write-in election. I don't think he was actually running. He got written in.
Okay.
Because Ukraine has a huge history with corruption.
Yes.
It's not a secret. Anyway, so are you familiar with the basis of the impeachment, or should I?
I know that somebody alleges that President Trump...
Anonymous whistleblower?
...demanded that Volodymyr Zelensky investigate Joe Biden's son, Hunter Biden, who sat on the board of a Ukrainian gas company and got paid $50,000 a month while he was, in fact, in rehab for his crack cocaine addiction in the United States.
There's more to it than that even.
Yes. Which, according to NPR, is not corruption.
Okay, well, you see, there's two stories that go on here. Let's start with the Schiff story, because that's fun.
Okay.
I love La La Land. Schiff says that on this phone call on July something, I don't remember, Trump had a phone call with Ukrainian President Zelensky, and of course there's tons of people listening, and someone taking down a transcript. And Adam Schiff gets up when doing some sort of investigation on it. I don't remember what the hearing was, but he, in his opening statements, after the transcript, the not necessarily verbatim transcript, but transcript was released to the public on Trump's order, went up and instead of saying, "Without objection, I'd like to introduce into the record the transcript of the July blah 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 phone call," which would be the correct thing to do. Because unless you're accusing the intelligence agency who transcribed it that they're lying, in which case you're not just going to impeach the president, you're going to be doing a lot more investigating than what he's doing right now. Anyway, so he went up there and said, Trump got on a phone call with Zelensky and then said, he's making this stuff up, obviously, because the transcript's released. I'll get into that in a second. It's like, Trump demanded that he investigate his political rival, Joe Biden, and make up dirt on him, or he would cut funding, foreign aid funding.
Withhold military funding.
I thought it was foreign aid. Anyways, they ended up getting their aid funding anyways. It was cut temporarily, but they ended up getting what they were supposed to get on time. And so until you go and read the transcript and they talk for a little bit, it's mostly formalities. Oh, hey, congratulations on your victory, Mr. Zelensky. I hope we can work together. And so it's like a 2-page transcript. And for one paragraph, Trump says, yeah, there's been some weird stuff happening. This is not a quote because I didn't think I was going to be quoting it. So go look it up yourself and you can read the transcript and get the whatever you want to see inside the wording. What I saw was, hey, there's been some weird stuff going on. I want to get to the bottom of there's some 2016 corruption stuff, CrowdStrike, Joe Biden, and a few other things. And when I get to the bottom of that, he's like, oh yeah, most definitely. At the same time, it's like, yeah, we've been good to you, and I want to continue being good to you. I really am disappointed in the EU and Germany for not being good to you. Because I like that. Throw in that jab. Let them know who their allies actually are. But no, there's more to the corruption than just Joe Biden's son. Because do I really care? I mean, yes, but do I really care? All the politicians from Ukraine were working with the Obama cabinet and whatnot, and Joe Biden. Glenn Beck did a great hour-long, three chalkboards full of pictures and stuff. You should watch that. Basically, there was an aide working for the DNC who was also working with Ukraine to then try to find anything on Trump. And Joe Biden demanded they fire a prosecutor, their federal prosecutor, they're basically their attorney general, and hire one they picked who then was told not to investigate certain people. Anyways,
You're losing me.
yeah, anyways, there was some corrupt stuff going on, and the President of the United States has total right to say, hey, we should look into that. Especially considering the 1997? Anyways, Clinton era treaty saying the Ukraine and America would work together on criminal investigations involving the two of them.
You know, I was trying to come up with the name of, was it Mueller? What's the first name?
Robert
Mueller. And all I could dig out of my head was Kenneth Starr, who played the Robert Mueller role in 1997.
Mm-hmm.
That was bullshit.
I agree.
This is bullshit.
This is worse than that. Like, Bill Clinton actually did do stuff with an intern, which is what they were investigating.
It's not what they were investigating.
It's one of the... Okay, I wasn't alive, so please, you can... Anyways, what he ended up getting impeached for was lying to Congress.
Yes.
Which he did.
Yeah.
So...
Yeah. Well, he lied to the entire nation. He did a press conference where he looked right into the camera and he wagged his finger and he said, I did not have sex with that woman.
Dude, lying to Americans isn't illegal. Adam Schiff does it all the time. It's just when you lie to Congress. I posted this on Facebook. An American that lies to Congress, like if I'm getting a question by the House Intel Committee, which Adam Schiff is the chairman of, and I lie to them, I go to prison. Meanwhile, when the chair, Adam Schiff, makes up a transcript and just makes up stuff, when there's an actual transcript there that he should have just submitted to the record, he just lies to the people. There was no make-up dirt on Biden or anything of the sorts in the transcript of the phone call. He gets to just straight up lie to the American people and nothing because there's some constitutional protection for Congress people.
Is Joe Biden's name in the transcript?
Yes.
Is Hunter Biden's name in the transcript?
No. It was in a passing moment in a list of many things, I will say. And yeah, no, here's my thing. Does the president have the right to say to another country, help us investigate corruption between these two countries, yes or no? I
don't answer questions like that.
Yes, he does. He has the power to direct the attorney general to investigate something. I Googled that. He does, in precedents at least. B, is there anything stopping an attorney general, legally speaking, from investigating someone who is a political rival? Does running for president against the current president make you immune to federal investigations?
I wouldn't think so.
No, it doesn't, because that'd be stupid. So then, C, do you have any evidence whatsoever there is actual corruption? Because that's what you're going to have to prove if you're going with he's doing this on corrupt bases to destroy Biden, who, honestly, is who he should want to run against in 2020 because he's the easiest. So obviously He's not doing that. I don't think he's that stupid. So it's like...
I think he completely overestimated Joe Biden.
I don't think so.
No, I think he did, because if he understood, what a liability Joe Biden is to himself every time he opens his mouth, Trump wouldn't need anything. He wouldn't need any extra ammunition to use against him.
Yeah, I don't think he was trying to get ammunition to use against him either. Because when you're looking at the list, you see he's talking about election interference, where the whole Russian hoax started was in Ukraine, between Obama administration, DNC, and then eventually into the intelligence agencies. I'm going to have to send you the link to that video, and you're not going to watch it, but...
Here's why I just can't be bothered. There's no way the Senate is going to convict the president.
It's true, but I also like to know who is being extremely dirty in Washington right now, what parts of the intelligence agency I shouldn't be trusting, and whatnot. Because I'm disappointed. I expect more from my intelligence agencies, and I expect more from my Congress people. I know, we get almost out of time. But
I don't think I started the countdown.
Okay, well, I'll wrap it up quickly. And I'm disappointed in my Congress people who...
No, I didn't start it.
Just because there's a D next to your name means you can't investigate other Ds. I know the R's do it too, but right now we're in the middle of a giant Democratic scandal, and instead they're trying to impeach an innocent man. Unless you can somehow prove he was doing it with corrupt intents, which You know, considering there's stuff that actually happened there that should be investigated. He has an actual...
What's the Democrat scandal you're talking about?
The false Russian hoax to try to overthrow an elected president. Their own election. You know how they were accusing the Russians of working with Donald Trump? They actually did that with Ukraine. There's paper trails you can follow. I'll send you the video. It's only an hour long. It's like, it's not a secret. These guys are doing what they accuse Trump of. Anything, basically, they've accused of him of. The current, oh, he's threatening to cut aid to Ukraine if they don't do what I say. It's exactly what the Obama administration did to get a prosecutor who wouldn't prosecute them in Ukraine. Because the prosecutor they had before was investigating this 2016 election interference when it was happening. So then he got fired by order of Joe Biden, who was the point man to the Ukrainian president.
I recall hearing something about that. I'm going to look at our comments from the last video we did together.
Okay, good.
Chris P. writes, "The world's getting crazier. You can't scream the N-word publicly, Papa John's." And Isaac Newton says that color is not inherent in objects. Neoliberal optometry.
Okay. I have responses to this, so I was too lazy to comment. I feel more comfortable now screaming the N-word in public than I did when I was growing up. I might get the crap kicked out of me, but that's well-deserved. Other than that, I'm not going to get arrested. Maybe 10 years ago I may have gotten arrested. Today I won't get arrested. And if I do, very easily get that thrown out. And then color not being inherent to the object. This is one of the things I was talking about in the last episode of people using words and not understanding their definition. Color, as described in the context of my sentence, was the light rays bouncing off of an object and being reflected into a human's eye. So when I say this desk is blue, the desk is blue in the context of the light rays hit the object and what bounces off is the blue light waves into my eye holes, which then humans perceive as blue. So there's perception there, I guess, but in reality, this is blue in the sense of we all know exactly what I meant when I said this is blue.
Let me read a comment that's probably more worth responding to. "Let me add some points for the not sure camp. I'm going to call crazy the act of repeating activities and expecting different results. There was some crazy stuff going on in the 60s, dropping more bombs and throwing more U.S. troops at the Vietnamese and expecting to win hearts and minds, oppressing black people and expecting them to grow satisfied with their lots. There has rarely been a time when that year's energy consumption wasn't higher than the previous years, but we never get to enough. The money supply keeps increasing, but U.S. median family net worth has been declining since 2007. The world has always been getting crazier. Maybe it's reaching some kind of critical mass."
You see, when most
Cue
of
the
that,
Billy Joel song, "We Didn't Start the Fire."
yeah,
You know that song?
I agree with most of that context, yes.
Okay.
But it's like, when I say the world's getting crazier, I don't mean Camo's peeing on my leg, this is crazy. I mean,
It's not crazy.
nowadays Camo's peeing on my leg, and he's telling me it's raining, and everyone around me is telling me it's raining, when very clearly he's peeing on my leg.
Very clearly, he is challenging my identity, which is...
He's not actually peeing on my leg, this is a metaphor.
Oh, I guess that's my leg.
Wait, why's my leg wet? And so that's what I meant by crazy. It's like, I see stuff happening, and then everyone around me is telling me it's not happening, minus a few people who are not stupid, like KMO. There's trolls on the internet who are somehow smarter than the people who aren't trolls on the internet and are just stupid. And that's why I say the world's getting crazier. Make sense to you?
I didn't follow it word for word, but I already thought the world was getting crazier.
KMO doesn't listen when I talk, so we're just going to stop
Usually I
talking
do.
now.
Usually I do.
If you want me back, even though KMO doesn't listen, please like, comment, and subscribe. I'm at Hikane in the comments. If I reply to you, feel special because you clearly were worth something or worth trolling. I'll see you next time.